So far, we have sold individual products. Now, Cumulus wants to sell a coherent offer. A bundle is not a marketing label and not just two lines on an order. It captures what belongs together and what the seller is allowed to choose. There are two commercial statements. EdgeProtect is mandatory. Threat analytic is optional. If we add the product independently, the system cannot express either statement. The bundle structure carries the rule before a quote or order ever exists. Now let's look into Salesforce. But before that, let's take for example, you want one core product and up to one add-on. Notice that we are not going to decide a price, a discount, or a transaction. We decide the offer shape first. So now let's look into Salesforce. So over here, we have already created a product bundle. Let me just walk you through. So we have a product. It is active. Configure during sale is allowed. The type is bundle. So once it is configured during sale is allowed, this distinction matters. A static bundle cannot offer a runtime choice. The one setting tells Salesforce that its component sections can vary during a sale. Now let's look into the related list for this particular one. So it belongs to a category platform subscription. So it has got two components. One is security add-on and second is core protection. Now have a look at the min number and the max number. So for the core protection, let's open that. It tells me that this is a required and is included by default. Now if I go back and look into the add-ons, let's look into the add-ons. So what this tells me is this group permits 0 or 1 selection. So this is 0 and 1. The add-on is neither required nor defaulted. That avoids an easy catalog mistakes, making an add-on optional in conversation but mandatory in the model. So if we look into the presentation, so at the product type was bundle, allowed sale, and we are going to do pricing in the later episode. So edge product is not optional. So this is required one and defaulted. And the analytic is 0 to 1. That means it's an add-on product and it is not defaulted. Now let's go back to the bundle. So on a bundle, we are going to check the 4 things. So if you go into details, it tells me configure during sale allowed. Then the groups are in an intended sequence. So if I look into related, It tells me the sequence also. So if I open the core protection, this is sequence 1, and the other product is sequence 2, and the product is visible to the catalog. So far there is no price. A structural check is enough for this particular episode. So we now have a clean configurable offer. Attributes and rules can make the selection smarter, and pricing can make it commercial, but neither should be layered on before the structure is trustworthy. In the episode 16, we'll add one control configuration rule to this exact point. Now, if you look into the lab, the hands-on lab, over here, you will start with a choice model. Then you will create the bundle. Bundle is nothing but a product. Then you will add the products, the component. There are two components. And then you will make the add-on as optional by making minimum 0 and maximum 1. And then you will have the correct sequence also. Also, or take for example, if I look into this particular component group, this has got a product over here. So just to reiterate, we created a bundle. There we had two groups. In the core group, in the related, we added the core product. And then we had the other component group for the add-ons.